Hello, hello, and welcome one, welcome all. Please hit the like button, the share button, and of course, the subscription button as we continue to grow stronger together. So, we're going to open up the live chat. Just give me a moment to share this live. And as you're here, let me know who will win. Will it be Glenmuir High School, one color red? Will it be St. Elizabeth Technical High School, one technical? All right. We want to hear from you. So rock and come in, guys. Rock and come in. Of course, we can't show you, and you know exactly where to go and watch. But we want you to join us here for the live conversation. So we'll be taking your WhatsApp calls. All right. So welcome, welcome, welcome to Voices. All right. Rock and come in. Rock and come in. Who will win? Your guess is as good as mine, but we'll find out in a few minutes or maybe the next 2 hours or so. We'll definitely know. All right, so again, welcome, welcome one, welcome all. Come on, share, share, share. And in a moment, I'll be in the chat to just share that WhatsApp number with you. So again, welcome, congratulations to One College, One CC, Clarendon College, on winning that Ben Francis Cup earlier. And of course, we want to send a big shout out to the Excelsior Eagles, man. That was a game. That was a game. So let me just check in with you guys in the chat and to see who is here and who is not. Knock, knock. Who is here? All right. And I'm just waiting to get into the chat. But if you're here, please comment. Please leave, a comment. Let us know who do you believe is going to win this one. And I'm not able to get into the chat just yet, but in a little bit for sure. All right, Godfrey, welcome one St. Elizabeth Technical States all the way. Fantastic, fantastic. So I'm going to drop the number in the chat. All right, give us a call. We want to hear from you. All right, the number is in the chat there. Come on, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and let us just continue to grow stronger together. All right, we here say one steps. One Stats is going to win. All right. Where are the color red fans? Are you here? Rock and come in. Rock and come in. Ovi, if you're here, give us a call. Check in, check in, check in. That would be fantastic. Colonel, if you're listening and in the chat, big up yourself, of course. One Colonel, never two or three. All right. Who's going to give us a call? Don't be afraid to call us. We keep it real and respectful. And so far, we see one Stets. One Stets. Glenmuir cannot get this. Well, color red. Where are the color red people? We need to hear from you. But Godfrey, you know, say I'm my team that may I carry though. What me love it. Me love it. Me love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Rock and come in, guys. Rock and come in. Who's gonna win? We have one stat so far, one stats, one technical. All right, welcome. So will Clarendon get another trophy today? That's a big question. Or will Stets take this one? And so far we're hearing that Stets, they're going to take this one. So Glenmuir has been knocking at this D Cup for a few seasons now. And so we really want to see. And Godfrey is saying, big up my school, Magra High, next year a different thing. All right. And as I talk about Magra, Gamel, big up yourself too if you're here and listening. All right. Welcome to Voices. All right. We're going to see if we can get Ovi. Hello, Avi. You're live on Voices in Education. Welcome. How are you?
Doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. Could you talk to the people about the game coming up in a few minutes? Glenmere and Stets, they would love to hear from you.
Okay, I'll do my best. I just want to say welcome to everyone who's here. Thank you for tuning in as we preview the final of the DaCosta Cup. You know, we have Test versus Glenmore, and let us know in the chat who you are supporting. You know, Glenmere has had a good season. Stets has been doing really well from last year, and it's good to see them in a final. So, do you think Stets will take this one over Glenmere, or will it be Clarendon taking home two titles today? So, just let us know in the chat. Continue to stick and stay here with us. We'll have the talk, we'll have the discussion as it relates to this one. So just continue to stick and stay here with us. If you're new to this space as well, where we definitely want you to stick and stay with us, hit that like button, hit that subscription button, turn your post notification on so that you know when we are on. We definitely love if you could, stay here so that we can, get this channel to grow a bit bigger. We really, really appreciate having you here with us. So, Glenmere doing well in their semifinals and coming to the final as well as Tech. And both teams have been they have been doing really well throughout the season. And I guess they totally deserve to be here playing later after two games today. So we're just hoping that this one will be another good game. But we definitely want that to be a good game here. I am going to tell you that I am in support of Glenn. You're taking this one back to Clarendon, but as I said, Spec has been doing really, really well since last season, and they have brought that form over into this season as well. So it's going to be a good one going forward. So continue to stick and stay here with us. I'm going to come into the chat soon to see exactly what your thoughts are, but we're totally happy to have you here. If you want, you could tell us what do you think the score would be as it relates to this one. That would be great to see if you could give us what the score would be as we see persons in the chat. Welcome, Godfrey. We're happy to have you here. Carlton, we are happy to have you here as well. And if you're here, just let me know where you're tuning from and which team you're supporting. We know who Godfrey supports. It's the crocodile. Right out of St. Elizabeth here. All the best to check on this one. And here, St. Elizabeth Technical for Glenmure 1. All right, I guess so. We're getting some predictions here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me know who's your favorite player too on that team. Let me know who are the players that you're looking out for, the ones who normally get the goals for set. Let us know which number we should look out for. We really, really, really want you to do that. We appreciate your support as we continue to stick and stay here with us. Godfrey saying that Steph is going to take this one 4-0. one over Glenmore High. Anybody else want to make a prediction as it relates to this one? We'll come back after some time to see how good, this one, this prediction is. But let's see how this one pans out. It's going to come up to us in about 18 minutes or so. So we'll definitely see what's happening with this one. And he's saying a hat trick for the number four. All right. Great, great, great. All right, we are going to go for that number four there. So thank you so much for keeping the chat going. Thank you guys for sticking and staying here with us. We really appreciate having you here with us. So 4-1 the prediction. Seems like we don't have any Glenmuir supporter here, so they're not coming in the chat to represent. But that's fine. We have to support the schoolboys in their quest for this title. So we're going to continue to support them as best as possible. And guys, we're going to support them win, lose, or draw. So if your team support them when whatever happens at the end of the day, just make sure that you support them. Pick up yourself, Errol. Thank you for being here. And he's saying that being a Clarendon person, he's going to support Glenmuir. Both Cox studied to Clarendon. All right, one done. All right, down
Avi,
to
Avi,
Clarendon.
let me just return this call. I'm gonna return this call. So I'll just circle
Okay.
you right back. I think that's Errol's call. So let me just return this call. All right, caller, we're coming back. Errol, we're coming back to you because we want to hear your voice for sure. So let's return Errol's call. Hello, Errol, you're live.
Hi, how are you guys?
Oh, we're good. One
It
done
is
and
good.
a Clarendon.
One done. One done. One
One
done and a
CC and
Clarendon.
a Clarendon College.
Yes, in other words,
One
the
college.
original CC, the original CC or the original college prevail. The carbon copy went aside. I'm sorry.
And look at it, carbon copy. CC, carbon.
Yes, that's what we're saying. It's one college. It's the one. It's the college that is the done, and it is Clarendon. It's not the Cornwall. It is the Don College, which is the Clarendon College. That's one prevail. And both cups, both titles are going to Clarendon, I think. Being a Clarendon person, but not only that, Clarendon has been that parish that the standard of football over the past few years has been, on top. And as such, they prevail. Look at the teams. The teams from Clarendon seem to be doing quite well. It has been like that for some time now. Stets being the defending champion of the Ben Francis and so on. I mean, they should have allowed themselves to play the Ben Francis. Maybe they would have won. Maybe. No, they
Come
want to
on,
elevate
Errol.
themselves to
They
the
want the
DaCosta Cup.
DaCosta
Yeah.
Cup.
No, but they want the DaCosta Cup, but that is out of their realms. I mean, you're going to play against a Clarendon team, so I mean, it's like it's not going to happen. So they should have stayed
Well, I
with
guess they will
somehow.
tell you
They
that
can't.
we played against a Clarendon team twice and we sent that same team back home twice. So, they have that to say.
Yes, because I mean, I'm
Kempfield.
sorry, but Stitch is going to go home empty-handed this year. I mean, whereas they had the Ben Francis last year, they're going to go home empty-handed this year because they're not going to beat Glenmuir.
So what you think the score line is going to be with this game?
The scoreline, it's going to be goals. They're going to be because Glenmuir team, their where their attacking force is good, formidable. Their attacking force, their defense line is not too well organized and so on. They conceded goals. What Glenmore has been doing is outscoring their opponents. That's what they have been doing all
Mm-hmm.
season. Whereas that, okay, you score two, I will score three. You
Or
score three, I will
four,
score
yeah.
four. That's what they
Yeah.
have been doing. And I don't see the difference in this game where they're going to concede goals. But you please don't you score on them first, because if you score on them and you make them equalize and so on, or go ahead, the rest is history. 'Cause once they have a momentum going,
Yeah.
they're hard to contain because the attacking force is potent.
And that's the thing with that team. Glenmere does not mind coming from behind, like to take the game.
You notice even from last year, you notice that even if they come from behind, they will come from behind. You will score a goal on them, but that by the end of that game, they'll probably outscore you 3, 4, 5 goals.
Yeah.
That's how they are. That's how they play. But this year, what I notice is that their defense line it's kind of is
Yeah,
not
you
as
can break
formidable.
yeah,
This
you can
defense.
break through
Yes,
it.
they have been conceded goals. So
Yeah.
whereas they concede goals and they still come out winners is that they outscore their opponents, and I don't see the difference this year because Stets has a good team.
I would
So if
say they
Stets even
have
score
the
on them,
edge going into this game because when I look at Stets and Dintil game, those two teams had what each other kind of needed. So Stets will go forward with the ball. They're going to do that, but their defense is not as strong. Dintil, I think, is perhaps one of the better, if not one of the best defensive team. Like their defense is very good, and once they're defending, they're flocking you. What I did not get from
yes,
Dintil
they're
is that
defending numbers. They're defending numbers.
they
That's correct.
do not have the scorers. They need some
Yeah, they don't have
strikers.
a clinical goal
Yeah,
scorer.
they need some
Dintil didn't have it.
strikers.
Clarendon College don't have it, and all of that. The number 10 guy is good, and so on, but they don't have that marksman as what a team normally
So
have. If they are going to
if
consider
that
themselves
is the
winners.
if Stets is the team that I saw playing with that Dintil game, I think Glenmere will
Hmm.
have the edge. Both teams, as you mentioned, they're going to go for goal. But when I look at them, maybe Glenmere will have the little edge going into this one, and I'm biased to guys because Glenmere is one of my teams. So let me put that out there. And my team is in the final, so Soji can't call me.
Yes, yes, that
Soji,
is so
where are
true. That is
you?
so true.
Everybody know.
that
Everybody
that is
know.
so true.
So let me just put it
Because
out there.
I was kind of surprised when your co-host said that there's no supporters. He hasn't seen any supporter in the chat for Glenmore. I said, what's going on here? So I make sure I started that. I went in the chat and I put that there. That yes, there are Glenmore supporters here and so on. He was only seeing
Stits.
the Stets supporters there, but I know Glenmore will prevail. Stets, yes, being the defending champion of the Ben Francis, they're now coming for the DaCosta Cup, is going to be far-fetched. The defense line is not bad, it's good, but they have to be very good to contain the attacking force for Glenmore. And then Glenmore is going to outscore them. And so on. So it's going to be more than one goal. This game is going to have more than
I
two
think I
goals. It's
have
going to
about
have about
three
three
one.
goals.
I have 3-1. That's my
Yes, it's going to have 3 goals or more this game because of how the composition of the team, how they have been playing. Goals are going to be in this game.
well, I hope it's not a case like yesterday now because you see JC was the favorite and JC lost, so let's hope it's not a
Yeah, they lost because the coach. I mean, the coach is so important that if two teams are evenly matched, and even if one team is ahead in terms of standard or the play in terms of how they are playing, the coach can make that difference. And so it happened, and it happened yesterday with this guy going to Excelsior for the first time. I think the first time he's coaching Excelsior, and he came out the winner because he outcoached the other coach. That's what he did, outcoach the other coach. Because if you notice the run of play, JC had the run of play, their position, and so on, more than Excelsior. But it's the goal that counts. At the
yeah.
final, they're so strategic. And at the end of the game, is the winner is the goal that is going to count. So it doesn't matter how JC looks good and they played well. JC played well. As I said, they in other words, the run of play, they had the advantage throughout the game. However, the goal counts. And that's why I said that sometimes you have these games where you have the coach make the difference. Once the players follow instruction and the coach have a good strategy there, how he's going to, each game they play it on their own. They plan it on different. And it worked perfectly to to how they planned it.
Right. Yeah.
You remind me of the DaCosta Cup final in 2017, I think, with Rossies and Clarendon College, where Clarendon College
College.
was the
Yeah.
better team,
Mm-hmm.
better performing team leading up to that final. And the coach there, I think the coach was at CC. You have Lenny Hyde was coaching Clarendon College, and I think the other coach there, that coach Casey, he was the one coaching Rossies. I don't remember his name. He has been coaching a lot of schoolboy team, and he outcoached Lenny. They came out the victor just because of the strategy that he applied. So some of them, although the teams are evenly matched, the coach that comes up with the best idea, the best plan, and once the players follow these instructions, sometimes come out the winner, like yesterday.
That's
So
true.
that's how it goes. Sometimes it comes
Yeah.
down to that crunch where the team that people the favorite doesn't win, and sometimes the
Yeah.
coach make a difference when the players follow the coach's instruction.
I have to ask you this question, Errol. What do you think about the Champions Cup not interfering with the DaCosta Cup? Like they play straight from semi to final. What are your views on that?
The straight play straight from semi to final. I don't remember how it. Can
So
you just remind me?
sure. So last
My
season,
my
so
mem.
yeah, let's go back to last season. So last season, when they got to semifinals, there was a break in the DaCosta Cup, and the four teams they went ahead to play. The four from the D Cup and the four from the Manning Cup. They went to play the Champions Cup, right? So what
Yeah,
happened now? Like Gavi, they came out early of the Champions Cup, so they got the time to rest. Glenmuir played
hmm,
all the way to the final with Jamaica College, and they did not, either teams did not go to their respective final, even though Glenmuir was there. So Garvey knocked them up, knocked out Glenmuir, and I don't remember who knocked out JC. And so those two teams that were doing well in the DaCosta Cup and Manning Cup respectively, they did not go in. So we were of the view that ISA should refrain from interfering with the Manning Cup and the DaCosta Cup by injecting the Champions Cup in the middle of the season, because we feel that those two cups are pretty much the cup that a school would want to take, DaCosta Cup,
yeah. Those
Manning
are the
Cup.
Premier Cup. That
Yeah,
is, I mean,
right.
when they started it, that's the
Right.
Premier Cup. It doesn't
So
matter how
Champions
much.
Cup is like a little
Yes, the
extra
Premier. I agree
bonus.
with you.
So we felt that because those teams were playing so many games and having schools who were resting for weeks, they were able to come back in the game, do well when you have at least two teams or three or four teams going all the way into the Champions Cup, not getting any rest, and then going back to the DaCosta Cup semifinals to play.
Yes, I agree. I agree with your point there. And at no time, whether in sports or otherwise, especially with these youngsters, the amount of effort it takes for them and all of that, that no team should have an unfair advantage. And when that happens, sometime the team, as you rightly said, a team will have unfair advantage, and it should not be. It should be a level playing field, and it take its toll on the team that maybe is a better team because they would like to advance and play more games. The gentleman just spoke about it today in a game here that
Yes,
Cornwall
four
College had
four
played four
matches
games in
in
four
seven
matches in
days.
and it could well it might not be the
Yes.
case, but he has a point there. So these are things that the administrators for these
And I
sports need
think
to
it
look
would be
at
the
and
same
so
thing.
on.
I think it would be the same thing for CC too, because CC would have come into the knockout. So yeah, they're playing a lot of games in and especially with this schedule where they're trying to get this competition before Christmas done. So they have played a lot. Uh,
And it's even more now because they had
yeah,
a cessation, they had a break between because of the hurricane. I think there
yeah,
was a break of a week or a couple,
a few
there was a break
weeks.
between.
Yeah,
So, mean that they would have allowed them or forced them to play additional games over a shorter period of time. And this will impact, these are youngsters and you don't want to burn them out. And sometimes they will, they're humans.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right, so I will hear you'll be, the game will be, you'll be,
I,
watching it and commentate
I
on it,
don't I don't know if we're gonna
commenting on it.
do that. We're sure certainly going to watch it though. I to see
Oh, you're
what's
not going
going.
to, because we are unable. I'm unable to see it from where and I think I'll
It's
have to go on the one spot because I am unable to see it.
It's on YouTube.
No, it's not there.
It's starting 5 o'clock. Well, not 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
6 o'clock, 6 o'clock Jamaica
Are
time.
no, but are you sure it will be on? Are you sure it's on YouTube?
I'll send you the link.
All right, thank you,
Yeah, once I find,
thank you
I'll
very
send you the
much.
link. Yeah.
But I will continue to be in the chat here with you guys.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
continue doing a good job.
Thanks, Errol. Thanks for calling in. Sean,
You're
well,
welcome anytime, my dear. Bye bye.
okay, bye. Sean, all right, it's one technical. Gamel, welcome, 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 welcome. Happy to have you. Somebody was talking about Magra, and when they spoke about Magra, I said Gamel, and I called out your name, and I said if you're listening, and look at you now, you're here. So welcome. So yes, guys, as you know, we do not have rights to show. And because it's on, the tube over on such place, you can, as you see with our thumbnail there, watch there and we talk here. Um, I don't know if we're going to continue with the live given the numbers right now because everybody wants to see, including us, but we can always watch and then we will talk. So maybe at halftime we will come back to just talk here and we'll see what happens. So yes, guys, let's go. Garmel, who is going to win? Let's hear. So I am saying 3-1 in favor of Glenmere. So that's my score. Ovi, what's your score? If you want to quickly call me and let me know because you have Glenmere to take it. And but let me see. Let us see. All right, so we're going to go over to the game. All right, so blessings and love, everyone, and we'll see you at about half time. All right, so take care and talk to you guys soon. All right, Gahmel is saying Cornwall was the better team where McGrath is concerned. Okay. Okay, Garnell. See you there. All right, see you guys soon.